Today in the battle arena, we've got one of the greatest bounty hunters going up against one of the greatest hunters, period. The Mandalorian is going up against the Predator. So who's coming out top here? Well, let's find out. Din Djarin, better known as the Mandalorian, is a bounty hunter operating after the destruction of the second Death Star and the death of Emperor Palpatine. As a child, his family was killed in an attack on his village by battle droids. However, Den was saved by a group of Mandalorians, a tribe of warriors who religiously decked themselves out in unique armor and pride themselves on their combat skills. Taken in as a foundling, Den rose through the ranks of the Mandalorians and took up bounty hunting, gaining a legendary reputation in the Bounty Hunters Guild. Mando is strong enough to knock out and overpower stormtroopers, is fast enough to repeatedly avoid being shot by bounty hunters and stormtroopers, and thanks to his Beskar armor, he is incredibly durable. In fact, he's been able to brush off repeated blaster shots and keep on fighting and take physical attacks like nothing had happened. In fact, Beskar armor is so durable that, according to Star Wars canon, it's capable of blocking lightsaber attacks. Mando's trusty blaster pistol can take down stormtroopers and security droids with just one shot. He's taken down IG-11 with one shot, and is incredibly fast shot as well. His sniper rifle launches out powerful blasts, actually capable of disintegrating enemies, but it relies upon physical ammunition, something that's very rare in a galaxy far, far away. It's also capable of releasing very powerful electrical shocks up close. Then finally, the Mandalorian has his vambraces, which are equipped with weapons like a whipcord launcher, homing darts, and a flamethrower. He's very accurate with his whipcord launcher, using it to pull enemies towards him and wrap them up. And his flamethrower is very powerful as well, completely roasting a stormtrooper with it. Then finally, his homing darts, or whistling birds, are a powerful defense against multiple enemies, and can take out large groups of opponents all at once. So, that's what we got in one corner. One of the best bounty hunters in the Star Wars universe, the Mandalorian. But entering the ring in the other corner, well, it's one of the best hunters in the universe, the Predator. Predators are extraterrestrial hunters who possess advanced technology and weapons used to hunt any being they consider worthy prey. They often make trophies of their victims after killing them, and are often known to hunt for sport on Earth, seeing humans as easy prey that are plentiful in numbers. A predator is strong enough to rip off heads or rip out spines, and can easily crumple thick metal security doors with their bare hands. They're fast enough to dodge machine guns and futuristic weapons at point blank range, although it's been said that the predator actually able to see the prey that's shooting at them. If they're flanked or caught by surprise, then they'll get hit. But don't worry, because predators are more than durable enough to take it. In the movies, a predator was shot 7 times in the chest with a shotgun and kept on fighting, while in the comics they've done even more impressive things, like taking 3 or 4 Hellfire missiles and a beating from the Xenomorph Queen. Now, predators are absolute masters at a wide variety of melee and ranged weapons. Some of their known weapons include a shoulder-mounted laser cannon, numerous different wrist gauntlets, a retractable spear blade, throwing discs that can cut through almost anything, and nets of thin mesh that can cut its trapped foe. Predators have more weapons at their disposal, but elite predators prefer to hunt with fewer weapons for a better sport. Their suits allow them to see in infrared, and also to have a chameleon power that allows them to turn nearly invisible. Now, predators are unsurpassed in terms of hunting ability. They've been able to take down giant alien monsters before. It's even been said that some hunted the dinosaurs. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, I love The Mandalorian. It's some of the best Star Wars that we've seen in years. And I think Mando is actually more impressive in a fight than a lot of people give him credit for. So today we're throwing one of the best bounty hunters in the galaxy up against one of the best hunters, the Predator. So who's coming on top here? Well, let's find out. And first things first, strength and physicality. And let's start out by taking a look at Mando. He's taken down stormtroopers, tossed around and knocked out stormtroopers. He's ripped off a security droid's arm, and even thrown around Berg, a giant hulking alien. However, no doubt about it, the Predator is the stronger one out of the two. They're capable of tearing off limbs and ripping out spines, even capable of overpowering 6 to 8 men at once. One Predator managed to toss around a charging buffalo. One ripped apart steel doors, ripped through tank armor, sent xenomorphs flying through concrete pillars. One Predator even physically destroyed a helicopter. Another managed to kick over a military truck filled with soldiers. But at the same time, others take several punches just to get through metal. Yeah, still, any Predator the Mandalorian is gonna go up against is gonna be stronger than him. But what about durability? Well, to be honest, the Predator is kinda hard to nail down here because each Predator is different when it comes to durability. Like some Predators, you're able to take bullets and gunfire no problem, standing strong or being shot with pistols, walking through automatic gunfire, even taking shotgun blasts to the face and not going down. On the other hand, others have taken bullets and shotgun blasts before, but didn't do it nearly as well standing up to them. Others have been hurt pretty badly by automatic gunfire and forced to escape and patch themselves back up. So while I don't think you call them bulletproof, I think you can make the argument that at the best, the majority of predators are bullet resistant. They're capable of surviving point blank explosions, endure, and walk through fire. One predator even managed to survive the explosions from an airstrike. But in this fight, I actually like Mando's armor better, just because I believe that his Beskar armor and durability is going to be able to stand up to the weapons that the Predator is packing compared to the Predator standing up to the weapons that Mando has. Even his old armor is able to save him and keep him alive during his encounter with the Mudhorn. Then he got his new fancy Beskar armor. He's able to take blaster shots and laser fire, no problem. Just be none the worse for it. Whereas Stormtrooper armor is pretty much useless against blaster shots, seeing as how they're often killed with just one hit. It also protects him remarkably well from blunt force attacks, like protecting him from attacks from Berg, attacks that are powerful enough to damage and break apart metal. Then finally, we've got speed. Predators have jumped over and evaded machine gun fire before. They've dodged gunfire from multiple shooters before, dodged missiles from helicopters, even charged multiple shooters and moved too fast for them to actually shoot. On the other hand, well, Mandalorian isn't necessarily as impressive. He's avoided getting shot by stormtroopers. He managed to duck behind cover before bounty hunters could get their shots off. He's able to quickly draw and shoot people before they could get a shot off themselves. But yeah, all in all, any Predator is going to be physically superior to Mando. Not that surprising, but definitely worth noting. However, what about their gear and their weapons? Because that's where this fight is really going to be decided. The Predator has its plasma caster, which is capable of blasting through tree trunks, blasting through tanks, and blowing up military jeeps or military helicopters with just one shot. It's even incinerated two soldiers at once, or exploded an entire soldier's torso clean off. Its wrist blades are able to tear through 2 inches of thick steel. Its smart discs are able to slice clean through metal too. And to top it all off, Predators are experts at laying and unleashing traps. They're also masters of stealth, and with their near total invisibility cloaking, predators are able to remain completely undetected even when they're almost right on top of their victims. On the other hand, with Mando, well, he's got his trusty blaster pistol. It's able to instantly kill most opponents with just one shot, even being able to put down armored stormtroopers with just one blast. It's even capable of easily blasting through metal. Then he's got his Ambin sniper rifle, a weapon which is able to completely disintegrate opponents. In fact, these weapons are so powerful and so dangerous, they were actually outlawed and banned by both Imperial law and by the Rebel Alliance regulations because of its ability to disintegrate its targets atom by atom in a particularly painful way. Mando's sniper rifle is also able to release powerful electrical shocks in close up fights, shocking a gigantic walrus monster or killing stormtroopers with the shock. He's got a flamethrower which is able to use quite a bit, completely roasting enemies. His whistling birds seem to home in on opponents and instantly take out multiple targets at once. Mando is packing some pretty powerful explosives, and he's got a traditional Mandalorian jetpack. So, how do I see this fight playing out? Well, I guess you could argue that after watching The Mandalorian, Mando wasn't actually as impressive as you were expecting. Seeing as how he didn't do too hot, was ganged up on against some Jawas, and Cara Dune caught him by surprise and had him on the ropes in a one-on-one fight. Surely a predator can take this guy down. But if you want to approach the fight that way, I think we gotta be honest about the predator too. A predator was taken down by Dutch. A predator was getting hit by a shotgun and didn't take it too well when it fought against Harrigan. Harrigan is also able to parry all the blows from the predator with its smart discs. And when a Yakuza enforcer fought against the predator, yes, the man died, but so did the predator. Now, in no way am I saying that the average predator is garbage. They're still really good. But the predator is a hunter. They rely on ambushing their prey, catching them by the element of surprise, and that's pretty much the only reason that it didn't get gunned down when it first met Dutch and his crew. They also rely on abusing the advantages that their stealth and tech gives them. Maybe the best of them can charge into whole swarms of soldiers, rip apart tanks, or survive missile bombardments. But others have been staggered by simple shotguns or lost fights to a guy named Dutch. The majority of them, like I said, are expert hunters who rely on stealth and weapons. And I think Mando can counter that. With his helmet, he's able to scan across several different light and UV spectrums, including heat signatures. So there goes a whole lot of the Predator's stealth advantage. Mando can simply see him coming, even see him through his invisible cloaking. Then there's his Beskar armor and his sniper rifle. The armor is able to protect the wielder from all blaster fire. It can actually deflect blaster bolts, and in Star Wars canon, Beskar can actually deflect lightsabers. The Predator's tech is impressive, but I don't think there's anything to suggest that it leaps or bounds above anything in the Star Wars universe. At best, it's just on par with stuff over in Star Wars. And yet, Beskar armor is able to deflect and protect Mando from pretty much every weapon in Star Wars, meaning that odds are it'll deflect Predator's attacks too. And then there's Mando's sniper rifle. It's able to disintegrate everybody, every alien that it encounters. And I think it'll do the same thing here with the Predator. End of the day, I think the best of the Predators can take down the Mandalorian. Some can probably defeat him pretty easily, but others, Probably the majority of them aren't going to be enough to get past Mando's armor and Mando's weapon. So yeah, gonna have to hand the victory in this one over to the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, subscribe button, and turn on notifications with the FanCo Army. And I will see y'all next time.